Markus Perez and Christiano Frohlich are right here. First off, we need to look at these Tapology predictions. 87% going Perez and 13% going Frohlich right here. I'm saying it right now, this fight is a 50-50 fight. I've been watching a lot of film on Frohlich, and especially his last fight with Carl Braxton. Now, it was 2 years ago inside of Ryzen, but Carl Braxton, a really good striker with very good wrestling. But he looked amazing in that fight. Frohlich looked really good, landing a big right hand in the first round, almost knocking him out in the second and third round. Did really good in the striking game. I personally think if this fight stays on the feet, then Christiano Frohlich will win the fight by knockout with a big overhand right, or just like he has a really fast snapping jab as well. Whatever you do, he's just gonna keep on popping out that jab, eventually making you come forward. Maybe you dodge that jab, he's just gonna hit you with a big overhand right. Whatever the case may be, he's looking to go out there and he's looking to get the knockout win. Markus Perez, 12 wins and 5 losses. Probably is going to want this fight to go on the ground. Out of all of his wins, 3 knockout wins, 6 submission wins, and 3 decision wins. Out of his losses, 1 knockout loss, 1 submission loss, and 4 decision losses right there. He needs to wrestle and he needs to grapple. Usually likes to get the fight to the clinch, get a lot of body shots in, and then eventually get the body lock, and then get the takedown after that. Dominate the fight on the ground to a dominant decision or a submission win. That's the way Markus Perez needs to win the fight. Christiano Frohlich having a 3-inch reach advantage right here, being the more powerful fighter, and being the faster fighter as well, probably is going to win the fight if it does stay on the feet. That is why I do think the fight is 50-50, because if the fight stays on the feet, Christiano Frohlich will win the fight. If the fight goes to the ground, Markus Perez will win the fight. 50-50 fight right here. Whenever the betting odds do come out, I'm literally going to bet on whoever the underdog is. I assume that's probably going to be Christiano Frohlich, but I would not bet on Markus Perez right here. This fight, whenever the betting odds do come out, is pretty much underdog or pass, because it is a 50-50 fight in my opinion. If you guys do not believe me, watch the last fight with Christiano Frohlich and Carl Braxton. Carl Braxton actually beat Vadim Nemkov, who is literally the Bellator light heavyweight champion, right there by decision. Fight Yuri Prochazka, Valentin Moldavsky, Phil Davis, all these guys right there. And this guy right here, Christiano Frohlich, put up a really close back and forth fight. Almost knocked out Carl Braxton right there. So that's why I think this fight is really 50-50. It's either going to be a knockout win due to a really big overhand right to Christiano Frohlich, or a dominant decision win in the grappling and wrestling game for Markus Perez right here. 50-50 fight is tough. It's really tough in my opinion. I'm gonna go Christiano Frohlich right here. I'm gonna go most likely the underdog in Christiano Frohlich. I've been watching. I watched Carl Braxton's fight like 3 or 4 times, and every single time I watch it, his takedown defense looked pretty solid on the fight, and his jab looked amazing. And he's gonna have that 3-inch reach advantage. That jab is gonna land a lot in the fight, and Markus Perez is gonna have to come closer to land that takedown, which is gonna allow Frohlich to land that big right hand. So I'm going to go, this is like one of the only times I really will go for an underdog inside of the LFA, but I'm going to be going with the underdog right here in Christiano Frohlich to land either a big right hand or just dominate the fight on the feet for 3 straight rounds. But overall, I'm definitely going Christiano Frohlich to win the fight right here by KO or TKO in the first or second round right there. Should be an interesting fight in the middleweight division right there.